Jeff, you've not aged at all.
Not at all, dude.
Oh man, I can't see all five of us at the same time.
Oh, go to gallery view. Oh, you're on your phone?
Yeah, I can see
So
four
you gotta
people max.
So you gotta
Yeah.
swipe unless someone's talking. Okay. All right. This is pretty nuts.
Right?
This is pretty nuts. This is the first time the five of us have been. We're not in a room together, but we're like
Together enough
in 19 years.
Yeah.
That is insane.
It's been interesting, definitely thinking about where the years go, man.
It doesn't feel like it.
No. I mean, I was just
That's
thinking
true.
back. I was just thinking back the other day that it's been 11 years since I moved to Milwaukee. I mean,
Wow, you've been there that long?
yeah.
Dang.
It does not feel like that at all.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess it's be 12 years in Virginia.
12
Wow.
years there. Yeah, I've been in LA for almost 13 now. So it'll be 13 years, I think, in September. And Andy, how long
Yeah.
have you been in China?
Well, I've been in China for 9, but I've been overseas for over 10 years
You were
now
in
too.
Japan
Yeah.
before that, right?
Yeah,
Wow. That's wild.
still don't speak the language very well, unfortunately.
No? But you're able to
No.
make do?
It seems like it would be a really hard
Make
one to
do,
pick up.
This whole thing came about, too, with us. It kind of came out of the blue. I was talking to someone I'm involved on the business end of things in music with, and I had a moment. We were on the phone. I had a moment of like, man, exactly 20 years ago, the year 2001 was such a weirdly large year for me personally in personal growth and direction of my life and so many things. Like, we put out our first record. Like we went into a recording studio, a real professional recording studio, and we recorded a handful of songs and put it out and sold it. And like some of that stuff got played on the radio, like real radio, and that was the tip of the iceberg for what became the career path that I chose. I mean, that I still have our CD mounted on a plaque hanging in my living room wall right next to all the ones that I've done since then. And, this band kind of started everything in terms of my own personal life and my own personal career. So I was kind of going back through like fond memories and stuff like that and where it went from there with this conversation I was having. And it was the other person on the end of the phone that was like, you guys should do a reunion. It's been for a 20-year anniversary kind of thing, kind of like jokingly. And it was like, oh, that's funny. But that planted the seed. And then like, I think maybe a couple of weeks went by and Will and I still talk pretty regularly and stuff like that. And we happened to be chatting one night and I was like, so I got an idea. What if? And then Will was kind of on board and then I was like, all right. And I think the next day maybe I texted Rory and then I
didn't see the text for like forever for some reason.
Took a couple of days to get back to me, but once you did get back to me, then I was like, all right, that's 2. And I was like, all right, I know Andy's a long shot because of just the distance thing with you being in China and stuff. And I know that your time spent on social media is like pretty minimal as it should be for your own mental health. And I was like, let me just lob this out there. And if he happens to see it and happens to reply, okay, then that's that. And Rory was like, I think I might have Jeff's phone number. And I was like, let's get on this. Let's do this. So then we started coming after you. Once Andy replied to me, Rory and I were then like, all right, now the final piece of this puzzle is Jeff. And I hadn't personally like really seen or talked to you in almost 2 decades.
Yeah.
We're friends on Facebook, but you're like never on there either. Again, that congratulations on that.
That's my
And-
scapegoat.
dude.
Yeah.
And it's so
I
good,
wish I could get rid of social media.
right? And so I was like, I can't message him on Facebook. He won't see this message for like 3 years. But Rory's like, I think I got his phone number. I'm not sure if it still works. So then we came after
It's
you.
been
And
like 3 years since
Yeah.
like, much to my surprise, everybody was like kind of on board. Like you said, you were a little hesitant at first, but when you were like, well, I kind of been studying opera and I don't really scream metal. And I was like, that's even better because now we actually know what we're doing. Like,
I mean, I remember back when we would write stuff back in the day. I had no I'd be writing songs and I had no concept of vocal range. What is vocal range anyway?
no.
And like, remember when we were gonna cover "Lick It Up"?
Oh yeah.
And
I wanna wait till you know me.
and thinking about it now, it's like,
That was Andy. That was
why
all
would
I
we
got
ever?
a better one.
Why would
How
we
about when
ever
you guys
ask
wanted to
you
cover
to sing that
Nutshell?
song without
Nutshell, I
clamping
love
your
that
nuts
song.
in a vice?
Oh my god. There was so much we learned by just having this band and being in this band too. Like looking back through some of our old lyrics and stuff like that, I was like, oh my god, none of us knew how to write a song. None of this makes any sense.
I still can't write lyrics.
No,
Even
neither
if
can
you
I.
think about it from the sense of just putting ourselves out there and getting into the awkward situation of being live, and that's it. You get one shot. No matter what happens, this is it. Whatever happens, happens. 'Cause that situation alone has such potential for growth. It's unbelievable.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, man. And like, we all need to like pat ourselves on the back a little bit for doing what we did for as long as we did too. Like
We
we're,
really did.
we had this band up and running and playing regularly for about 4 years, and we did some cool stuff in that time. Oh man.
Man, I just think of was this even before when we played the Phoenix Theater when we did the Grinch?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about those shows the other day.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause
man.
We played so many days. We played Showdown in the Grinch.
We were just hungry
I'd
for
sing
gigs
Showdown
and
and
work.
sing
That
The
was right
Grinch.
before Jeff joined the band, and we were just
Yeah, that
hungry for
was
gigs,
a few
hungry
months before
for
Jeff
work.
Because we did that in December. Jeff joined a week before we recorded.
Was it just a
Yeah.
week before?
Yeah, because
Yeah.
he had I had
He didn't know the songs
I
yet
was
at all.
in
Yeah.
the vocal booth with him, kind of like lip syncing the songs with
Yeah.
him. To
He
keep
was.
him,
I remember that
to keep
clearly.
him on time
Oh my god!
because it was so green with it.
Which brings me to my next topic or point is we recorded a song. We recorded a new song. Well, an old song.
New old song.
We paid tribute to ourselves,
and
right?
I think I really like how it came out too, because it does have I mean, it's obviously the same song, but I mean, it's got 20 years of growth, of maturity.
Anger.
I mean, Jeff's obviously sounding better than ever.
I love some of the backup vocal stuff that you
Yeah,
added
that really
too.
The
makes
breaking
it
down
cool.
thing. That
I
was
just
a
went with that on a
great
whim.
touch. The harmony. adding the
Yeah,
harmony was
I
cool.
enjoyed that. That really brings a level of the song that didn't have before.
Things that we never would have thought to do back then because we
Because
didn't know how to do
I
it.
remember just as we were getting toward the end, I was starting to ad lib a couple harmony vocals here and there.
And most of us were afraid of the microphone.
I destroyed the microphones.
Yeah, I think for me, it definitely brought back some memories, I think, because I hadn't heard the song in, I don't know, 15 years, maybe, something like that. And so it was definitely like, I know for me, it brought me back a little bit. I don't know about you guys, but it
Oh,
was,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh, absolutely.
I had like every now, when I'd just be sitting around just noodling or whatever while I'm watching the kids or whatever, every now and again I would play some of those old riffs or whatever, and when I would play like the Showdown, I'd come across Showdown every now and again, but I would play it completely differently because I'm trying to challenge myself a little bit, trying to I've been on a kind of half-hearted mission to get my picking hand much stronger, and being a half-hearted mission, it's not exactly.
If you're just working on one hand.
But yeah, like when I would play that, I would do lots of like 16th notes, lots of like other stuff that was like completely different than we recorded it. So like I had to kind of like try to like force that all out of my head and take it back to the way it was.
Dude, just trying to like chart the arrangement to that song. Like, I haven't listened to that song. Honestly, the last time I listened to that song was probably like, 19 years ago. When the band broke up, it was like, all right, that CD went in the stack, and then it eventually went on my wall, and that's the only copy I have. So it's been sitting on a wall. And so my first time re-listening to it was when we were like, hey, let's play a song. And man, just trying to like figure out that arrangement, I was like, what were we doing? Who writes a verse with 5 measures in it? Like, what? And like, even the lyrics don't make sense. And I know, like, I wrote them, but I don't know how to write lyrics. Like, so after this band broke up, like, I stopped writing lyrics. Done. I have yet to ever write lyrics to a song ever again. I've done a lot of things in my career. Writing lyrics is not one of those things. That was a LURID only thing.
I had a ton of old papers like that had, I don't know, Andy, if you guys remember, Andy, when you did the dramatic readings of Nick's lyrics.
Oh God.
Yeah. And
adrenaline. I remember saying that.
I had that. Like, I know I had that. And I think when I did a giant purge of stuff when we
meeting's
moved
over. This years
ago, I think I lost that stuff then, and I was kicking myself that I couldn't find that stuff.
I was looking for something in my studio one day, and I have a big, huge, like, Rubbermaid bin, and I found the notebook that I wrote all those lyrics down in. And it was like finding the Holy Grail. Like, I lifted it up, and it had like band names written in Sharpie on the cover and stuff like that, and like of that era, all the bands we were listening to, it had their logos drawn in Sharpie and everything. And I lifted it up, I was like, you gotta be kidding me, I can't believe I found this. And it was like right after we started talking again too, and I was like, this is a sign. And I open it up, and there's no pages, it's just the cover. It was the front and back cover with the binding, and there's nothing in.
Oh man!
Certainly a sign.
I still got this, Andy.
Yeah.
This is like, I
remember.
I don't know why I kept it, but it's got like all this, like all these Shithole Night, isn't there? Remember that one, Andy?
Oh wow.
Wow.
And I got a whole bunch of his other songs. Andy did all these printouts of tunes, and I got them all. I don't know why I kept them, but I got them all.
Oh man.
I think I might still have like the tape deck the tape that we recorded a bunch of stuff on at my parents' house.
Speaking of Spotify, so after 20 years after its original release, our original EP is now available for the first time ever on streaming and all major music retail outlets. So you can actually go buy our original EP on Amazon and Apple Music, and you can stream it on Spotify, and I know you can buy it's on YouTube. That's all available now for the first time in 20 years. And
give us your pennies.
Right. I think every song,
Are we going on a cruise with our profit?
I'm pretty sure I saw the price on Amazon, and it was 89 cents a song. So we will get 0.000002 of that every time you buy one of our old songs from 20 years ago. So we've teased and we've talked, and we're gonna hawk some t-shirts, and our old music's available, but we got new music coming soon too. See how I'm trying to segue this into an actual something like I sort of planned it?
See, yeah, they got the gears are turning.
Mm-hmm, right? So
soon enough, there's going to be the smoke coming out of your ear too.
That's why I'm wearing these, to keep it in.
The smoke doesn't come out of his ears; it comes out of somewhere else.
Only because
you got his ears
so much of it up
only
there.
one place for it to go.
So we did a little jam. and we sort of jammed together again. And there's video, so there's proof that we did it. And we're gonna play that now. And then after that happens, this new version of this old song is going to be also available on all streaming networks. So that way you can get the old version, and then also you can get the new Hotness version that we did. And beyond that,
so do you want old and busted or new Hotness? You can have both.
Busted.
You're gonna be able to have both.
Old and busted.
Yep, old and busted, new Hotness. And then beyond the new version of this song, we have started working on other material, diving back into the songs from 2 decades ago that we played but on stage but never recorded. We're going to record some of those, and then maybe squeak a bunch of brand new stuff just brand new. Brand new LURID after 20 years. Closing thoughts, anybody? We got 5 minutes before Zoom kicks us off again. I don't know why it's doing this. I swear this never happens to me.
I want to take a moment and say thank you to Rory. That mix sounds amazing. The work and time you put into that is phenomenal.
Bravo, man. That mix does sound outstanding.
Thank you. Really
Yeah.
appreciate that. And just
Time well spent.
taking my experience from doing this doing a little bit over the years, and I mean, the only thing that I never did before in all this was drums. Nice. I've always done like MIDI sample drums, whatever.
Boo.
This time, I mean, it works. I mean, it's the best I can do. Because I mean, hell, if I could, I mean, if you give me a drum set, I can play a basic rock beat. Poorly. Yeah, that's about it. Ask me to do anything else, and I sound like a 2-year-old. But
right. I definitely want to commend you on that.
Thankfully, thank goodness for the wonders of all the resources available on the internet, because now I can just do tips for mixing drums.
Yep.
There you go.
Well, now we can just sample mix drums, and then we don't need them ananymore.
It's already happened. So,
but no,
it's already happened.
I just spent a few days. A couple hours here and there, just literally absorbing as much information as I could, and just playing around, trying things. And the great thing about the technology I have now is that it's so easy to just, I mean, you're not stuck with destructive editing. You can play around with things as much as you can and as much as you want, and lo and behold, eventually I got it sound pretty good, I thought.
It sounds great. I'm super happy with it. I think everybody did awesome. Everybody sounded great. Everybody's parts sounded great.
It came together real well.
And quickly too. It came together quickly, and it was good.
Yeah.
It was solid, man.
I was amazed
Now going
how
forward,
fast
I mean,
it
it'll be easy with now. I mean, I have the session from Showdown, so I can literally just use that as a template and just plug everything else in, just drop it
Totally. Yeah, we just
Basically
all just email and bounce tracks in and start cranking out some new stuff. And yeah, it's fun things ahead. Fun things ahead, man. I'm glad we're back.
Oh yeah, it's exciting.
Any other closing thoughts? We got 3 minutes.
How many jokes can we make fun of Nick about?
I mean, you got 3 minutes. You can probably cram a lot in there. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed our video, and I hope everybody buys our song, and I hope everybody enjoys what we have coming next, and we'll see you next time, I guess, right?
Sweet.
Good night,
good.
good afternoon,
Right.
good morning.
Peace out, gentlemen.
Later.
Peace.
Talk to you later.
Take care.
Bye.
Wants you